My name's Tyler, and I'm the best man this evening, Ryan's little brother. Before I dive in, I first off just want to thank Frank and Ann for just the most beautiful evening today and the ceremony. I also want to thank my parents, Mike and Denise Richard, for last night. The rehearsal also was just absolutely stunning, so thank you all for making this weekend so special. Ryan and Justine, it is such an honor to get to be up here speaking tonight about you two. We're so blessed to be joined by so many family and friends from near and far. Thank you all for being here as well. It just speaks a testament to all the people that love you and what an impact you have on their lives. You've been thanking everyone for being a part of your journey, but honestly, you guys have such an impact on everyone in this room, and it absolutely shows. I've lived with Ryan for 23 of the 31 years of my life. Kind of three distinct intervals in our life that we got to live together. Obviously, growing up, I'm 3 years younger than Ryan, and so I remember in 2003 he went off to college, and you know, growing up with Ryan as a big brother, a lot like any siblings, you know, we fought a lot, squabbled, a lot of the typical brotherly things, and you know, we got along, but when he went off to college, I wouldn't say it was bitter, it wasn't sweet either. It was just kind of like, he was loading up his car and I was moving into his room, so see you later. I followed him up to K-State. I joined Lambda Chi. That's how we get to know all those fine gentlemen at that table over there, as well as several other folks here this evening. And then after college, I followed him to Kansas City. I had no idea what I was doing with my life, and Ryan, stepping in as my consummate big brother, always taking care of me, was like, just get up here, move in, and I don't think he knew he was signing up for 7 years. But honestly, we became closer as adults than I could ever even have imagined. For every single fight or squabble that we had as kids, I can't even remember a single argument living with you for 7 years. For those that know us well, I should maybe start. For those that don't know us, instantly you meet us and they're like, oh man, you can tell they're brothers. For those that know us well, they're like, how are those two cut from the same cloth? Ryan could not be more laid back. I'm a little more type A. Living together. Despite not fighting too much, I think that speaks more to him and being laid back, but I'm the neat freak, just ever the planner, clean. Living with him, I was definitely kind of the live-in maid, the lawn boy, just all of those things. And it's funny, this last year I moved out to Arizona, and when I moved away, Ryan and Justine had kind of just met, and something I've always heard from actually one of my relatives here tonight is when you meet someone, that special someone, two things: they should wow you, and they need to make you better. And when I moved back for the third bump in with Ryan, I just moved back to Arizona, back in Kansas City, it was night and day different from even just 1 year had elapsed since I moved to Arizona and then back again. And all of a sudden, the guy that I remember just cleaning up after constantly, mowing the lawn, all of a sudden his house was clean. He discovered the stove. I don't think he knew. I don't remember him cooking one time in 7 years, the first time I lived with him, and all of a sudden, you can see, this is the first time in our lives that he weighs less than me. He is... I'm not as thrilled about that one. But it just, night and day different. He is just looking the best shape of his life, his house, just everything about it. I moved back in, I'm like, this isn't the same person I moved out of. Can I move back in permanently? And this was all a big representation of Justine coming into his life. Not only did you wow him, but you've made him better in every facet of his life. I've been fortunate to get to share many adventures with them. Most notably, one of our major trips over to Asia this last year. And just watching those two interact, in volumes to her, she dove quickly into a trip with 3 guys, and I didn't know what, I knew her, but like, this was our first, I came back and we didn't know each other that well. And she's like, yeah, I'll fly halfway around the world and stay in these small little 8x8 rooms with 3 guys and rough it. And Justine is just the most adventurous, passion for life, something that I never thought Ryan would find someone that was as passionate and enthusiastic about life as he was, and he has found his exact match in Justine. Again, you make him better in all facets of his life, and the love you guys have for each other is incredible, and I just am so happy that you guys found each other. Honestly, there's not much more I can say than that. You guys, I'm just so happy for you and happy that I got to be a part of this day. So without further ado, glasses up for Ryan and Justine, and cheers to the happy couple. And I think that means it's time for Claire.